Hi everyone, it's Nancy and I'm back with the calendar challenge. I thought we could do a little more in here. So last time we did the cover and I showed you my label maker and things. So this is going to be, if I can gather this off here, this is the cover we did right here. And I zoomed out a little more so I think you can get a better view. I think that's fine now, right? So I hope you're all doing well. This is a second video I'm making, so I wanted to get this going so in case you have time this weekend, you can start getting inspired and work on your own. So I love the cover. I think it's super cute. So on the inside cover here, I thought we could do just some decorating. I have this little Tim Holtz doll with, she's holding, I think she's got a hat with flowers on it and her little parasol. I have that. This I cut out from a Daphne Diary magazine. I don't remember the town it was talking about, but you can see it's not, other than this, it's not in English. And then I have another flower cut out from the Daphne Diary. So I wanted this little bee here because I thought we could decorate this. I could put the flower here behind the pole, and this way it would make the pole higher. And I thought she was really cute just standing here, holding her parasol, and the bee flying over her head. Real simple, but I think a super cute design. So let's get started, and we're going to work on our first tag and a couple other things. So the sooner we start, I don't want it to be too long, but I want us to get some of this going, right? So once again, you know, go through your magazines and pick out things that, you know, you think might look good in a garden or whatever your theme is. You know, you have to go with the theme of your calendar, I think. So I'm going to put this here, right about there, because I want the flower to go over so it looks like this is super tall, even though it's not. Oops, lost my little girl there. And you can see this was, oh, I better get a new glue page here. This was on the bottom of a page in a magazine because it has the page number, and I just think that's very cool. So I'm going to put that down here so it's behind the flower. This is super simple, but it's, to me, it's interesting and it's cute. So, oh, I see now I just ripped that, but that's okay. I'll put it together. It's not a problem. Let me just hold that on the side here. See, when you cut these delicate pieces out, you have to be so careful as to put the glue because they're so delicate, right? So I'm going to put this right here, somewhere like that. And I'm going to put this, I think I have to make it come down. But no, there you go. It's working. There we go. And let's see if I get this up. It's fine. There we go. Yeah, just got to be a little extra careful. And then I want to just give her a little color with my tea dye. Yeah, I didn't want to use Vintage Photo because I thought it might be, well, I don't know, might be a little too dark, but then again, it might be better. I don't know, but you know, I never use some of the other colors, and the tea dye, I think, is pretty. So I wanted to use something different than just Vintage Photo all the time. So I hope I gave you some good ideas for your calendar. And I'm going to stand her right over here and let that bee hover right above her head. Now, I think that's super cute. And you still have the sun from the cover kind of coming over this way. Yeah, I just think it's cute. Just that, right? Okay, let me move this first tag over to the side. And I wanted to just put one of the quotes here. Excuse me. I just wanted to put one of the quotes there. So I printed one out. This one says, "Where flowers bloom, so does hope," and it's by Lady Bird Johnson. And with this beautiful flower here, how this fell, and the bird, I just think that's all it needs. And I did already ink it up with my tea dye. So let's just get this on here. I'm really loving my label maker for this. Like I said, I didn't buy it for this. I've had it, but it's like, I wanted spring quotes, and I didn't have, you know, like you can only get so much out of Tim Holtz words, right? And I wanted them to be more bold because the Tim Holtz are really, really tiny. And I thought, well, why not? Why not this? And I'm loving it. I love how it's turning out. It's bigger. You can see the words. And I'm very happy with it. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. And that's by Lady Bird Johnson. Okay. But if you have a typewriter, you can type it out. If you have a program on your computer, you can print it out that way. And I think I'm going to put that right here. See, it's stuck there already. So it's subtle with the vintage of the tea dye around it. It kind of just blends in with the background. It's real nice, but the words are there. You can definitely read them, right? All right, we're going to work on that tag, but I want to just turn the page here. And I showed you that was my first quote I put up there. And this is beautiful like this, but you know what? I thought maybe it'd be pretty to put this pretty lady down here. I think she looks really good there. Can you see it? Yeah. I just wanted to put another person there. So I am going to maybe just give her a little ink on her hat here. That looks, and I could even color her little flower there. But I don't have my alcohol marker nearby, but I might do that. Give her a little color in her flower and her hat. But I just, you know, I want to use these Tim Holtz girls. And I have a whole folder full of them, and I think they just look pretty in here. So I thought she looked really cute down here with that flower facing her. Real pretty. So, I mean, as simple as that, because the page is already beautiful, I just put a quote. This page here, I'm not going to do anything with, but I did figure out something to do here. Now, this to me is very pretty too, but once again, I wanted to do something fun. This one's going to be like a cute, fun one. So I did type out, "Welcome, Spring, I've missed you." So I have that. I have a butterfly cut from Daphne Diary. I have this Tim Holtz lady who looks like she's holding on to something there. I found this in my stash. It's a tea bag, red rose tea bag string and tag. I have a cute little girl in a sitting position, and this couch with this butterfly that was attached to it from Daphne's Diary. So we're going to make a little cute, fun collage thing. So I'm going to have this chair sitting down here. So I'm going to glue that up. So see, it could be whimsical too, right? Why not? I'm carefully going to put my glue on. And I thought this chair was cute too. So I'm going to put this where it's on the chair. I mean, on the ground here, right? And it had this butterfly on it too. So I'm like, that's perfect. I already inked this little girl, so I'm going to have her sitting right here on the chair. I'm having too much fun with this. Can you tell? This is the kind of project you need about now when winter, you're like, okay, winter, we're kind of done with you, so can you move on and let spring take over? And this is definitely putting me in the spring mood. So I'm going to put her here, put her down there, hold her down for a second. Now this lady, I want her, I can see her holding onto the tag, and the string is on the butterfly, like the butterfly is floating away and she's holding on. And she's in the air holding on. I just thought it was cute. I like it. And I kind of bent the wings a little. I mean, it'll be flat, but still the wings could have a little dimension. So I thought something like that. I could have her floating in the air. This could be free floating. Have this hanging here. So first thing I want to do is kind of position where I want this. So I'm going to put some glue on her hand here so I can position that string, kind of see where I need it to go. So I think I want to put it about here. So I'm going to have to hold that on there for a second before I do anything else. That would be nice if I could get it on there. Just hold it there for a second, right? And then we'll do the butterfly. So get that on there. Okay. And I mean, you see how simple this is. The fun part for me, the fun part is finding the images to go in here. I have about a year's worth of Daphne's. Actually, I had a couple years, but I've already gone through and taken apart and made envelopes and all kind of things. And I stopped my subscription for a year because I wanted to, first of all, I don't have room to stack all these magazines, right? I mean, but now that I've gone through and I'm almost done going through all of them, then I feel like I can start the subscription up again to gain more, right? At least that's how I do it. So if I'm going to put her here, this butterfly's got to stay within the page here. So I think if I put her there, that's going to hang down free. That'll be free moving. I think right there is good. So I am going to, and there's no right way of doing this, you know. I'm going to cut the string here, if I can. All right. And then I'm going to put some glue down the middle, and I'm going to let the butterfly be freestanding, like free floating, the wings. I'm not gluing it flat. And I'm going to put that here. Make sure I'm inside the page. So I'm going to hold that there for a second, let that catch, and then I'll glue her down. I think that's fun. And I can put more glue behind her hand too. I'm going to leave that free floating. I'm going to carefully turn her over. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. I can put more glue on her hand to hold that string. So it won't come off. And let's get her glued down. So I'm getting videos done ahead of time, which is good. My husband's not in the house, so there's no noise and no interruptions. So I'm trying, and I have the time today to get a couple done. So some days it works out that way, and some days I have to just kind of see when I can get some time. But all right, I'm going to put her like right here. That will be free floating, but this, she will stay. So let me just hold her down. and see the wings can come up. And because it is double-sided, and this can be free floating, see? And I'll just push that down. Now, I want to put this, welcome spring. I'm going to put I've missed you down here. So let me put that down. But I think that's a fun page. I think it's super cute. And it's a little interactive, right? I'm going to put this one down here by her. I've missed you. And welcome spring is going to be in the middle here. As soon as I can get this started here. And yeah, there's a lot we can do in here. It's going to take a while. I didn't think it was going to take a while, but you know what? It will take a while, but I think it's going to be worth it. I hope you're all doing one. You have to just try one. Just do, if you can. All right, welcome spring. I'm going to put that one right here. Is that cute? Is that cute? I love it. I think that's fun. Okay, I didn't go any further. So now I want to work on the tag that's in the very first pocket. So I'm going to grab some stuff here. So here's the pre-made tag that I cut. I cut everything out of file folder from the Dollar Tree, just so I would have an idea of sizes. And I just wanted to do it all at once, just so I can get them all cut and done instead of cutting one at a time. It's just my personal preference. You could do it how you want to do it. I just wanted to do it that way so I could have a visual. Another page from Daphne Diary. So even though it would be this way, I don't see even though the bird is kind of that way, I don't think it's going to matter because I see the flower and this label, half a label here, and the writing doesn't matter. So I kind of pre-cut a piece. So I want to glue this on first. And so I need my glue stick. And I think I'm at the bottom of my glue stick. So I better, you know what I'm going to do? I'm almost done with this glue stick, which I see. But I'm going to get my fabric tack out and use that instead. That might be a little quicker to do. So let me get that out. And we'll work it that way instead. And I cut the piece bigger so I could get it on here and then just trim around it. So first let's do that. This will take a little bit of time, but it'll be worth it. And then we'll actually cut it into a tag shape. So I'm just going to get this on. This really is, now I know, Amy said to use something from a thrift store. I haven't thought of that yet. I have so many things from a thrift store. What do I have? Or did I use it already? No. I'll find something. I have laces from a thrift store. I have cards from a thrift store. I have a lot of stuff from a thrift store. Not vintage, but just stuff I bought at like thrift stores. So I will figure that one out and include it somewhere. Okay, now let me get this paper on. And I want to make sure, I love the top, so I want that first. And then I can always trim off the bottom. So let me get that on here. I gotta get this quickly lined up before it dries. Okay, I need that to move over a little more. That's the good part with the, I can move it quickly here. I'm not working very fast here. It's a big piece to work with, so that's why I'm struggling. But there, see, I got it. I got it. So let me get that on. Let me cover this up here. And then I'm going to cut off around because it's just easier that way. And I think, you don't have to, but I think off camera then, I'm going to be stitching around these tags. I think it looked nice. You don't have to if you don't, but I think I will, just to add a little more interest to them. I think it'd be cute. All right. Yeah, I think I will. We'll cut this into a tag and then continue on. Okay, so that's that. Now, where is my little tag sheet? You've seen this before. It's just one of these cards. And I cut 4 different angles to make my own tag. So being this is a huge tag, I can cut the biggest angle off, which is rare that I use this. So I'm very happy to do that. So there's that one. And then I'll just flip this over to get the same exact angle because, you know, this is not perfect, but it's going to work. So there's that. See how that works? I love it. And then I always just give a little trim off the bottom here. And that kind of helps the paper, the paper doesn't pull away, but I'm going to stitch. So see, I love that. Okay, my next thing, here's stuff to put on it. Oh, where is my poem? My poem. Where did it roll to? I have the lady's name here. Don't you love every video? I'm always dropping something, right? I don't see it that I dropped it. Okay. Where did the poem go? Nope. All right. Anyway, I have no idea where it went, but is this it here? This is it here, maybe, right? Yes, this is it, and I have the lady's name. Okay, this is a long one, so I'm going to ink it, and we can afford to put long quotes on these big tags, right? So her name is even long, and it just fits on there. So her name is Margaret Elizabeth Sangster, and she said, which I'll cut up, "Never yet was a springtime when the buds forgot to bloom." Isn't that pretty? And okay, so we're going to put her name, and I'm going to put it at the very kind of bottom of the tag and put this lady with some lace up a little further. Because I felt she, you know, I just wanted her to be a little more closer. So first I'll just put this down here. I don't mind that. Okay, so I'm going to put her name kind of right there. Okay, there's her name. And now this gal, I wanted to put some lace across her dress because she has a lace top, and I thought that was really, really pretty. So I'm going to pre-cut this here. Use my fabric tack, and let's get some on her. Oh, maybe I'll give her a little ink with some of this. It only shows up on the lighter areas. Okay, there. So I'm going to get some lace on the bottom of her. So yeah, I think it's fun if you add some dimension, like lace or, you know, how we do in our journals anyway. So there's that. Really, I honestly didn't realize that was a bird there. I thought it was a bud. So it doesn't bother me that I'm that I turned it that way. Okay, let's get some lace on her here. Okay, make sure it's even. And then I can trim it a little here. And here. Okay. All right, and then I was going to put her about here. Okay. Like that. But I won't glue her down quite yet. Let's just place her. Yeah, I think it'll be, you know what? I could ink around this too, I guess, with the tea. So let's get that inked. I feel like I could add that. I don't know what if I'm going to put like a ribbon or a tab. I haven't thought of that yet, so, or nothing. I don't know yet. So I have a tab punch. I can always stitch a piece of lace or ribbon up there. So before I stitch, I'll probably make that decision. And then I can always ink around the back, but you don't need to see me do that part. So I did ink around that. Let's just place her approximately where I want her. And see that by putting the name down there and the lace, I feel like I can do that and it works. Okay, so now here we have our long quote. So now we have to decide how to cut it up. And so I wanted to not cover up this flower here. So I was going to put never yet. I'm going to cut it there. Never yet was a springtime. And I don't mind if I cover that little birdie up there, so, because I'd never seen him as, I didn't even realize it was a bird. So anyway, it's okay. Never yet, and I could even do that, was a springtime when the buds forgot to bloom. How's that? Because I can't fit that whole thing there, so I have to cut it. That's the beauty of this. Okay, so never yet. Just make sure you know where you're going to put it. Never yet was a springtime when the buds forgot to bloom. That's what I'm going to do. Something like that. Okay, so now I feel like I could glue her down because I like where I put her. So let me get her on there. I have to remember next time to get my glue stick ready, a new one, because I didn't realize I was running out. Okay, so we're going to put her down right about here. So pretty, huh? I can even give her a little color if I wanted to. Can always do that. Okay, here we go. Let's start getting the words down. Just going to hit it with the tea stain. Oops. My friend Cindy started a journal like this also, and she made a cute, started making her video. So I'm going to link Cindy Shenandoah. I'm going to link her channel down below. I've linked her before because she does a great job. So let me put that on there. I'm going to link her channel below so you can see. She has a beautiful real floor, like pictures of flowers calendar. So hers is going to look a little different. So I'm very excited to see what she's going to do. So I will link her channel below. And then you can, if you have time, you can take a look and see how pretty hers is going to turn out. Hi, Cindy. Oh, I tell you that I'm going to cover this little guy up a little, I think. Am I going to do it this way? Oh, I'm not worried about covering him up. I really am not. Never was a springtime when the... Okay, I got to make sure I put it in the right order. I don't think I told you when we were up visiting family in Wisconsin. My sister-in-law, Karen, hi Karen, she's the one that could never cut into her Daphne diaries, and I kind of like was joking about that. And she can take the joke, believe me, she can. She did. She was also up with us. We all went together to Wisconsin to visit our family, and I sat with her, and she actually cut into her Daphnes, and I showed her how to make those envelopes out of pages, and I showed her kind of the images, what to look for, and she did it. I never thought I'd see the day, but she did, and she enjoyed it, I think, too. Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't ink it, did I? Oh, see, talking. Can't do two things at once. Oh, so hopefully she's comfortable with it now and she can do it. Okay, never yet was a springtime when the buds forgot to bloom, and I'm going to put that right here. Now I think that is so pretty. What do you think? I think that's a beautiful tag. I'm very happy with that. And I can even put I could put a stamp there, which I don't have them near me. Let's see. I could do that too, couldn't I? Oh, and that matches perfect. See how one single flower would look? I think I'm putting that there. I am. I like that better. And that's just out of Daphne's. They should give me a complimentary issue for my plug. Well, they don't need my plug. Everybody knows Daphne Diary magazine, right? Although I wouldn't mind it. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, I love this. This looks beautiful here. Now, how did I have it? I had it right up to her there. I'll have to put a little bit of that. Didn't quite get that leaf there. Okay, there we go. Look at that. It's perfect. Oh, I love it. So I will stitch around it, and then you can journal a whole day or a whole week's worth of stuff you're going to do, but I absolutely love it. Sorry, tooting my own horn here, but you know, when you think it's going to be okay, but then it turns out even better than you thought, right? I could even just put a little lace up there, maybe. Whatever, I'm going to think about it, but what do you think, friends? I'm really happy with it. Let's get this back here. So we did this page here. Am I in frame? Yeah, I think we did this little montage here. I just added her because we already had that on there. And then on this one, we added, "Welcome Spring, I've missed you," with this cute little girl sitting on this fancy chair, and she's floating in the air because the butterfly is taking her away. And she don't care, she's happy. And this is our first tag, which I will stitch around, but That will go in there just fine. Oh, yes. I love it. I hope you love it too. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this. It's going to be fun, and it feels nice too with when you put the manila tags in there, because the ones from Dollar Tree are not the thickest quality, but I think they're perfect for tags because if you put paper on them, that makes them thicker. This feels really, really nice. Real happy with this. So, okay, friends, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye.